Hello and good morning, everybody. We have another game on tap for you here today on Hardhats TV. A early morning game here in Pueblo, Colorado, Hobbs Field, the venue. We've got the Post 22 Hardhats after their improbable victory over the Victus showcase team here from Denver, Colorado last night. The 2-1 game on the back of a great pitching performance, 110 pitches from Lee Negebauer to get the complete game win and a late 2-run comeback in the top of the seventh. But the Hard Hats, far from over. Still got 3 more games left to go, and this is one of them. The only game of the day. This will be their light day. I don't know what we're going to do with the rest of the day, but we've got the game here today. The Post 22 Hard Hats carrying a 19-game win streak into this one. Haven't lost in a while. That might be putting it lightly. But we've got ourselves a game here against the GoJo Baseball Club from Greeley, Colorado. So let me give you the lineups here. Starting off, the visiting team is Post 22 in this one. Leading off, third baseman, Aiden Roberts. Now moving from the 9-hole up to the 2, we've got shortstop and Northern Colorado commit Wilson Kiefer. The center fielder, Harry Good, is at the 3-hole. The first baseman, Alex Dietrich, is cleaning up. Playing second and batting fifth is Hayden Hollick at the 5. Right fielder, Aaron Roach is 6th. DHing today, Tate Crossway will be 7. The catcher is Josh Elder at the 8. And left fielder, Carter Johnson, will be 9 with River Walters on the mound. So to repeat, the first 3 for the Hard Hats: third baseman Aiden Roberts, shortstop Wilson Kiefer, and center fielder Harry Good.
What are you broadcasting
We're doing this on YouTube. Hard Hats TV.
Okay. So my grandma, she lives like probably 15 minutes from Rapid City.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep, thank you.
No worries. Thanks, Peyton. All right. Great hosts here at Pueblo. Josh Elder and left fielder Carter Johnson with River Walters on the mound. Now for the GoJo Baseball Club. They are based out of Greeley, Colorado. Greeley a little bit on the Front Range, that's the hometown of the University of Northern Colorado Bears. My mom is a grad of Northern Colorado. It was biology. She ended up not doing biology, but she would have liked to do biology. It was pretty nice. So the leadoff man for GoJo is shortstop Charlie Langford, hailing from Fort Morgan High School. Then the third baseman, Dalton Gasty, will be the 2-hole hitter. Center fielder, Connor Weber, is at the 3. Cleanup is designated hitter Sawyer Morgan. Then first baseman, Jake Onderland, will be batting 5th. Catcher, Brennan Taylor, is 6th. The right fielder, John Bingley, will be at the 7. Second baseman, Robbie Carrasco, will be 8. And left fielder, Anthony Solis, will be at the 9-hole with Cameron Gonzalez on the mound for Jim Jorgensen's squad. So to repeat, the first 3 for GoJo: shortstop Charlie Langford, third baseman Dalton Yasti, and center fielder Carter Weber. The middle 3, designated hitter Sawyer Morgan, first baseman Jake Onderland, and catcher Brennan Taylor. And the bottom 3, right fielder John Bingley, second baseman Robbie Carrasco, and left fielder Anthony Solis with Cameron Gonzalez. We live in South Dakota, so little for us is probably not this size. Greeley, probably about, I'm going to guess here, I'm going to go about 70K inhabitants, which would be the size of Rapid City. Let's see. I could be wrong. It could be like 30,000. All right, uploaded the Hard Hats versus Woodward game already, but I'm gonna stop uploading right now so that we have smoother stream quality. That seems like the most important thing right now. This is being filmed as well. Why is it black? Oh, sorry. Never mind. So we've got Torvey and Jorgensen meeting at home. We will have a national anthem ball game. mitts, though.
Please remove your ball caps, your hard hats. If
Oh,
our
that's cute.
fans, please
I
stand if you're
mentioned the hard
able
hats.
for the playing of
And
our
we've got our
national.
national anthem. So, just a moment, we will get underway. Good morning, Liam. So, our national anthem now done. We are ready to play some baseball.
We thank you for showing
I
respect to
did
our
hear
flag and
something
country.
exciting, though.
Especially on this Father's Day, we hope
The high of
so
today going to
fathers
be
live their
88
lives.
degrees. That's kind of hot for Rapid City
Thank
and
you
this
so
time of
much.
year, but not super hot. Yesterday was, they were calling it, some of the locals here were
And
calling
now
it the
it's time
hottest day of the
to
year.
play
I was thinking that
baseball.
might be a little bit of exaggeration. Well, considering it was 104 yesterday, maybe not.
Thus, the Hard Hats
Perhaps it
taking
isn't
field
going to be.
in left
But good
field.
morning,
Number
everybody. I'm
16,
Oliver Fell
Carter
bringing you
Johnson.
this game. We've got
Center field,
River
number
Walters on the
14,
mound.
Harrison
Ooh,
Good.
looks like we're the home team.
And in right
Look
field,
at
number
this little trick.
23,
Whoop.
Aaron Roach.
I could switch around the
At
teams
third
on the
base, number
fly. How
10,
about that?
Hayden
All
Roberts.
right.
The shortstop's number 15, Wilson Kiefer. At second base, number 20, Hayden Bullock. And at first
But we are
base,
all
number
ready to go.
27,
River
Alex
Walters on the bump.
Dietrich.
Today,
Behind the plate,
he
number
asked
20,
that I
Josh
dedicate
Mulder. And
this
on the hill,
game and this
number
start
19,
to EJ the
River
Moth, a
Walter.
moth that they found during practice one day that was unfortunately cut down by Carter Johnson as it was walking around on one of the players and he instinctually slapped it. Moment of silence for EJ. This one goes out to him.
Scheduled to bat for Greeley,
So the
GoJo.
leadoff,
Batting the first
top
leadoff,
three
number 15,
for
Charlie
GoJo
Langford. On deck, number 27, Dalton Yaste. In the
is
hole,
Charlie
number 32,
Langford, the
Connor
do-up
Weber.
Langford, Yaste, and Weber.
What's up, buddy?
Good.
You're good here, huh?
Mhm.
All right. Neighbors.
All right, so Walter's gonna have the last little meeting here in the top of the first. The internet should be way better. I am directly wired via Ethernet into the router here today. We are not using a hotspot, so as such, it should
Now
be
turning
pretty
at
nice.
bat
I
for
am
River,
also backup
the
recording the
shortstop,
game, though,
number 15,
for us to
Charlie
broadcast later,
Langford.
or for us to upload later, should this one be a little bit patchy. The Woodward game yesterday is up. The other one is 25% uploaded. We don't have free Wi-Fi at the hotel, unfortunately. First pitch from Walters goes behind the batter. Uh-oh. That's not a good start. So River a little wild. Little, maybe a little bit of an understatement there. River quite wild on the first pitch of the ball game. Second one also low. So he's 2-0 now here against Langford. Langford attending Fort Morgan High School in Fort Morgan, Colorado. 2-0. That hits him off the leg pretty hard. River's very wild to start off the game. He will wince, take a moment. Langford got squarely hit there on the left leg, and he will hobble over to first. They might have to pinch run for him.
With a runner at
That one
first,
really got
Brooks
him.
brings up the third baseman, number 27.
So the leadoff man aboard on a hit by pitch. Not a good start here for River. Dalton Yates now up. He batted .480 in high school. Was first team All-State, I believe, at the 4A level at University High School in Greeley, Colorado. Interesting thing about him, 8 runs, 37 RBIs. So nobody was bringing him in, but he was bringing everybody else in. But he's batting second here, so probably more to be brought in than to bring in, you know. Throw back to first, not in time. Still nobody out, 1 on. Langford was a little bit hobbled by the pitch that hit him in the leg a minute ago. He seems to be all right, though, leading off of first. Yates awaits the first pitch. Ball in the dirt, and Langford caught him between bases. Elder will not pull the trigger, but that is 4 consecutive balls, 3 wild pitches effectively for River Walters thus far. Maybe his hands are a little sweaty. He's got the butter fingers. I don't know. But River a little bit off his game to start off the game. Another one in the dirt. It's 2-0. Elder, seen enough. He's going to go talk to River, ask what's going on. He can't seem to throw in a strike here today in Pueblo. Southern Colorado, I believe the most south that we will go this year. Omaha, a close second. I mean, I don't know where Shelby is on the latitude chart because the East Coast is so high and low. But North Carolina I'd assumed to be about this level. So when we get there. Outside, 3-0. Hardhats carrying a 19-game win streak into this one. It's 3-0. River having a hard time finding the zone so far. Dalton Yates, a 5.82 OBP in high school. Plenty of walks taken. Inside, ball 4, and uh-oh, we've got 2 on and nobody out. Rivers walked the first 2 batters. Up comes Connor Weber, a teammate of Yates at University High School.
Number 32, Connor Weber.
They're going with Weber. I'm going with Weber because it's spelled like Weber State in Utah. Rivers got to find the zone here. Hasn't thrown a competitive pitch. That one's not going to be in the zone either. It's 1-0. That's his 8th ball before hitting the strike zone at all today. Don't want to build a hole. The Hardhats have not been in any difficulties lately. Finally a strike. There it is. 1-1. It's a 1-1. There's a ball called strike right on the edge of the plate. Locates the fastball on the inside. And now 1-2. Weber awaiting. 2 on, nobody out. Curveball misses outside, now 2-2. A 2-2 count now here to Weber. River, no Ks thus far. Count now full. He's walked the first 2 batters. One was a 3rd ball hit to the leg on the leadoff man, Charlie Langford, and then the other, a 3rd baseman taking a 4-pitch walk with Dalton Yates. Now a full count to Weber. Ball 4 again, and the base is loaded, nobody out. River off to a poor start here. He's hitting the strike zone, though, so improvement. And we bring up the cleanup hitter with the bases fully dirty here for him to cleanse. Put GoJo on the board. They don't have a hit in the tournament thus far. They were no hit by a starter from Victus yesterday. a team that we beat. That hits off the backside, takes a very large hop, and GoJo is on the board. River Walters completely wild. RBI hit by pitch for Sawyer Morgan. Longest game I've ever broadcast. Any sport? ASU women's softball against St. Thomas. Felt like it took forever. It was 9 innings. I did this in February this year. It was 9 innings. The game was outside. It was like 45. And before you say, oh, that's not that bad, the St. Thomas people had their hands in the pockets of their hoodies. That game took at least 3 hours, 12 minutes. But the longest baseball I've called, last year's game, the 10-inning affair between the Hardhats and Brookings out in Brookings, the first game, the game where Don McKnight stole 6 bases. We had a couple of big double plays, and we ended up losing on a walk-off in the 10th inning. But that's the longest. So, base is still loaded, nobody out. Jake Onderline now up. Runners pretending to move. Ball misses outside. EJ got to be wondering right now. River giving away free runs and bases thus far. And now 2-0. Hardhats in a good position to challenge for the championship here at the Tony Andenucio Memorial Tournament. They're 2-0 against a very good Victus team who 4-0 who had a 4-0 no-hit 7-inning win over this GoJo team yesterday. They've got to beat GoJo. They've got to beat the Parker Lightning Club, who lost to the team we played in Game 1. Bunt put down, foul. Just a little too wide. And everybody going to have to come back to the base. Jake underlined. A little bit of a foul bunt. So 2-2 count now. We'll see if he bunts again. Underlined. Batted .328 in high school this year. Does have 1 home run, but these walls extremely large here at Hobbs Field in Pueblo. 2-2. River looking for his first out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There it is. The curveball finally coaxes the first out on the 5th batter he faces.
Number 7, Brennan Taylor.
So, first out recorded brings up Brennan Taylor from Severance High School, a Dickinson State commit. Ball goes to the backstop. That's a wild one. River is covering. There might be a play. There is not. And GoJo will score another run on a wild pitch from River Walters. Coming in to score, Dalton Yaste. GoJo already up 2-0. Hardhats trailing for just the second time in the tournament and by the largest deficit. And we're still on the top of the first. Only 1 out, 1-0 count now here to Taylor. Another ball. It's turf infield, grass outfield. And dirt warning track. 2-0. Hit. Over to Kiefer. He'll check on the runner. Throw to first in time. They have a play at third. Dietrich throws. Didn't get him. It was close, though. A good attempt there from Alex Dietrich. It's a 6-3 put out on Taylor. If you're scoring at home. Almost get Weber on third. But Walters now with 2 outs. Starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. John Bingley, the 7-hole hitter, now up. He's a quarterback at the Highland High School. 12 touchdowns to 4 interceptions this year. A pretty good quarterback. Inside ball gets to the backstop, and that'll be another run. Another wild pitch from River Walters. Scores the 3rd runner of the inning. And the pitching just just not finding the zone here for Walters so far today. So, believe it or not, only one RBI on the game, and it was a hit by pitch. So, a bad pitch has scored 3 runners thus far. Could score another if he's not careful. But the Hardhats building themselves a hole without ever allowing a hit. 2-0 count now here. Hits him off the ribs. And Walters, his 3rd hit by pitch. Torvey is coming out. Walters very upset with himself. Walters coming out of the game. He's been very good lately, but today he has been sufficiently wild. Coach Torvey telling him some sage words of wisdom out there on the mound. I believe Rowan Fredrickson going to relieve him, the young righty. Yeah, Rowan Fredrickson going to come to the mound. River pitches 0.2 innings pitched, allows no hits, walks 3, right? Or how many did he walk? He walks 2, hits 3 with pitches, and the Hardhats fans going to give him a little round of applause. Rowan Fredrickson now up on the bump.
Now pitching for the Hardhats, number 24, Rowan Fredrickson.
So River, for the first time this year, unable to make it out of the first inning. He's been a very consistent arm since being promoted from the Expos. I mean, he pitched some last year in the Hardhats, at the Hardhats level, but was in and out of the Expos level. Control has always been something that he's had to work on. Rowan Fredrickson going to be on the mound today in relief. He was also wanting to have the game dedicated to EJ, but not going so well. So the Hardhats in a hole. Runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Upcoming next is Sterling, Colorado's Robbie Carrasco. If you recognize the name Sterling, Colorado, that's because Harry Good goes to Northeastern Junior College, which is based in Sterling, Colorado. So that's where he spends his winters and the school year. He goes to and then Anthony Solis goes to Valley High School.
With runners in the corners, 2 outs, brings up the second baseman, number 22, Robbie Carrasco.
Swing and a miss. So Carrasco setting up, playing second base today. Not something you would totally expect from the build. 0-1. Rowan Fredrickson facing his first batter. Fastball low and inside. Now a 1-1 count for Fredrickson. Oh, he's ready already. He's waiting on the batter. He's not messing around. 1-1 for Fredrickson. Looks at the batter on 3rd, and they are going to grant time to the batter, saying Fredrickson was taking a little too long. One count. Fastball down and in for strike 2. Never mind. Apparently that was a ball. I got that wrong. What's happening with the camera? Hello? What is happening? Our transmitter is failing right now. My apologies. Gonna circumvent the transmitter strategy that we were going for. Oh no, the capture card came unplugged. Some technical difficulties. My bad. And now we are ready. That's a strike. Full count now for Fredrickson here to Carrasco, trying to end the inning and limit the damage. So we got a payoff pitch now here for Fredrickson. Carrasco awaits the payoff. Strike three, a fastball on the outside. Fredrickson, pinpoint accuracy. And the Hardhats do get out of the inning, but 3 runs allowed by starter River Walters. Not a good help here. The Hardhats down 3 runs after the top of the first. They've got the bats to make up that deficit, but an unfortunate start there for the Hardhats in this one. In that inning, no hits, believe it or not. So no hits, but 3 runs. All 3 of them earned to the starter Walters.
Defensively, doing the pitching.
There are no Hardhat errors, and 2 men are left on.
Catching number 7.
Still 3-0.
Taylor.
On the mound for GoJo in this one, Cameron Gonzalez.
Underline. Second base, number 22, Robbie Carrasco. The shortstop's number 15, Charlie Langford.
Cameron Gonzalez also going to Sterling High School.
Dalton East. In left field, number 12, Anthony Solis.
He is a pitcher and hitter.
Number 32, Connor Weber.
Primarily a pitcher, it seems.
Number 1, John.
He actually pitched an astounding 50 innings in high school this year, which is crazy because they only play like 23 games. So 50 innings pitched, 38 walks to 47 Ks, so a pretty even ratio there. Went 5-6. Was a reliever. So went 5-6. 3.2 ERA.
The third baseman, number 10, Aiden Robert.
Had 15 hit by pitches as well. So a little bit wild himself, according to his high school stats. But we enter the bottom of the first now. Aiden Roberts to lead off. He led off with a double, an extra base hit that wouldn't happen until the 7th inning of game number 2 yesterday against the Victus team from Denver. Swung on and going to be cracked into left center, right center. And Roberts at first. He will hold up there. A leadoff single for Aiden Roberts. Great start here for the Hardhats offense. A reminder, the Hardhats put up no runs in the first 6 innings of game number 2 against Victus, but in game number 1, they put up 12 runs in the bottom of the first in their 12-0 victory over the Woodward Travelers of Woodward, Oklahoma. Ball in the dirt. Kiefer up here. He might be seeing some of these faces again. He's already been to Greeley, committing to the University of Northern Colorado, which is there in Greeley, a D1 program out of the Big Sky Conference. 1-0. That'll hit him on the shoulder. Ouchie. And as I was saying, Gonzalez also quite wild. Hit by pitch, but same situation that started with River Walters in the top of the first. First 2 on, except the difference, the Hardhats actually have a hit. Everybody here using wood bats in this tournament. We did not know that until we got here. The parents went to Dick's Sporting Goods and bought out a lot of their wood bats that we are passing around today. Had to be retaped, tarred, everything like that. Tate got his own because he's the only one swinging a 34 ounce. Called strike at the knees. Changeup finds the zone. Here's Harry Good. He was the hero yesterday. Well, partially the hero. He had a double that started off the 7th inning where he would score and rally. That's a soft one. Dribbler back to the mound. It has some weird bouncing, and they do get him. And coming home! Wow! A crafty base running play there from Aiden Roberts. He notices that everybody's paying attention to the play at first. The pitcher and catcher both went after the dribbler, and nobody was covering the bag. He makes a heads-up play and chases home. Wilson Kiefer also going to steal third, but a stolen base of home plate there for Aiden Roberts. A crafty play, and now Wilson Kiefer 90 feet away. And Alex Dietrich is up. His bat is painted metallic, but it is not metallic. Popped up and out of play. He got some serious lift on that one. Dietrich hit or miss in the Casper series. It's been a moment since he went off, as one may say. 1-1. Called strike just on the edge. A good pitch there from Gonzalez. And now a 1-2 count to the cleanup man. Hardhats already chipping into this lead. That's a big part of everything. Ball in the dirt. It gets to the backstop. No question about it. In scores Wilson Kiefer. And the Hardhats down just 1 run. The offense coming back, showing that they are not going anywhere. And without any RBIs, the Hardhats score the first 2 runs. Alex Dietrich still 2-2 count to him. He will softly swing at one on the dirt. Weird bounce handled by Gonzalez. The throw in time. And that'll be a 1-3 put out. And up comes Hayden Hollick. He's just trying to get something started here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Nobody on for him. Batting for himself. Ball is low, ball 1. Hardhats actually leading the scoreboard on hits, with Aiden Roberts' single to right being the only hit in the ball game thus far. Swung on and cracked through into right. That one gets by the outstretched glove of Onderland. And a single on 2 outs for Hayden Hollick. Keeps the inning alive. Up comes Aaron Roach. He's been dependable in clutch time all over. He ended up fouling off a few balls and allowed for a wild pitch to score Harry Good for the tying run yesterday. Then reached base, stole 2 bags, and scored the game-winning run. Ball gets behind the catcher, and calmly moving to second is Hollick on a wild pitch. So both pitchers here very wild to start, both Gonzalez and Walters. Seems to be working in, I don't know. We'll see if Rowan Fredrickson can quell it for the Hardhats, then they'd have the advantage. 1-0 count here to Roach. He was big yesterday. Swung on off his leg. Foul ball. 1-1. Thank you all for tuning in this fine morning in Greeley, not Greeley, in Pueblo, Colorado. One count. Gonzalez checks, delivers. Swung on hard into left, and that will carry all the way to the back of the wall. That'll score. Hollick rounding for second. The ball's still not in, and Roach will hold up. A good throw. But a tying double from Aaron Roach. And the Hardhats all the way back in just 1 inning of batting. They erased the deficit Walters handed them.
2 outs brings up the DH, number 29.
And we're all tied up with a man on second. Aaron Roach been the star so far of this tournament for the Hardhats. Ball low. Now a 1-0 count. Full. Taking off is Roach. There will be no chance, but the ball just fouled off. So Roach's stolen base attempt thwarted by a foul ball from Tate Crossway. Crossway, the other hero last night in the game against Victus. In the 7th, he did a weird little check swing that just caught the ball at the right place to bloop into left field on a play that the left fielder could have made, Andrew Smart, but did not. Outside ball, 2-1. What's going on with my connection here with the cameras? Hit hard, through into right. Roach will touch third. He's coming home. The throw to plate is good, but he can't get there in time. An RBI single from Tate Crossway. And the Hardhats take the lead. Aaron Roach, the go-ahead run yet again. Crossway with his second RBI in 2 games. And the Hardhats from down 3-0 in the bottom here have stormed and taken the lead on 4 hits. Sorry, the camera's doing something weird. Yeah, I don't really get why that's happening, especially with my transmitter. It's a little worrying. I will fiddle around between innings. I think I have a solution to the camera issue. No, it is not, but we will see. Strike 1 delivered down the middle to Josh Elder. Elder been hitting very well lately. He started off the season with a hit at least. Yeah, well, the reason for that, Logan, I'm plugging directly into the router the old school way, all Ethernet. So that's why the connection is good. No longer trying any Wi-Fi passwords. Thought it was a good idea, and it's working. So, hey, it won't work at the other stadium, but it's working at Hobbs. Swing and a miss, strike 2 for Elder. He's been hitting good lately. Got a pair of hits in the game against Woodward to start out the tournament. And was very successful in the Casper series. Ball in the dirt, low, 1-2. Particularly remember a very good screaming double down the right field line and a Casper comeback. Taking off is Crossway. That ball is hit, lifted into left, and it will go foul. So Crossway going to have to come back. He's not usually a stolen base guy, but Torvey gives him the signal and he takes off. Got a solid jump. There is activity in the bullpen here for GoJo, as Gonzalez has surrendered 4 in the opening inning. Taken high. Now a 2-2 count. Possibly a pitch out. Not going to give him credit for that, but it could be. The catcher very quick to bounce up. 2-2 now to Elder. Swung on, fouled back. And still a 2-2 count. So Elder prolongs the at-bat. This game already 36 minutes old. Crossway takes off. A good throw from the catcher. Got him. And Crossway cut down on the base paths. Elder will get a second chance in the next inning to bat, despite having taken 6 pitches in this one. Did my thing fall to the ground here? We'll see. Anyways, I'm going to fix that camera issue right now.
In the bottom of the first, for the Hardhats, they scored 4 runs. They had 4 hits. See no errors, no one left off.
That should be good.
After one complete inning, the score. Post 22.
I'm glad that they still have the Ethernet cable
GoJo,
even
3.
in the bag of tricks here. Given that I have not used it since I came here, but today, inventive problem solving. Since we have the option with the Wi-Fi, but we don't have the Wi-Fi passwords working. So I will recap the inning for you. 4 hits lead to 4 runs. All 4 of them are earned to the starter, Gonzalez. There are no errors on GoJo, and nobody left on. Hardhats, despite allowing 3 in the top of the inning, leave the first up 4-3. Rowan Fredrickson given a lot of help here. Josh Elder going to come back out as Fredrickson will face his second batter of the day in the form of 9-hole hitter Anthony Solis, going to Valley High School, nearby Greeley.
Leading off for Greeley in the top of the second, their left fielder, number 12, Anthony Solis.
So Solis going to lead off. According to profiles he has, carrying a 4.143 GPA weighted. So, an academic. The weighted part is always the most impressive part because I feel like anybody with good work ethic and I'll stay off. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Outside 1-1. Hopefully you guys like what the camera's doing right now. Gave it a whirl. 1-1. Fredrickson, fastball, smacked up the middle to Hollick. He'll handle, throw to first in time, and the first out of the inning is recorded in the top of the second. Now we get the hard part. Fredrickson going to face the top of the order for the first time. Interesting note here, despite the 3 runs GoJo has scored thus far, are hitless in this tournament. They got no hits, 7 innings against Victus yesterday in a 4-0 defeat. And all their runs came on walks and hit by pitches that were handed out by starter River Walters. So Langford took a meaty fastball off of the leg in his first appearance. Called strike on the outside of the plate. Rowan Fredrickson sneaks that one in. 1-1 count for Fredrickson. Looks, delivers. Curveball fouled away. And now he leads the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shout out to the Osprey here, living in the right field. Light pole swung on and drilled into the gap. There might be a play at first, but Dietrich was not covering the bag. There was a chance for a 9-3 putout as Aaron Roach came in strong on a shallow hit, but Dietrich didn't even consider it. So that'll be a single, the first hit of the tournament for this GoJo baseball club, and the first hit allowed by Rowan Fredrickson. Up comes Dalton Yasti, first team All-State out of University High School. Throw back to first, not in time to catch the runner. Still one out in the inning. Yasti committed to play at Western Nebraska Community College. Swung on down the middle. Easy Taylor play, made double play. He'll touch second, spin around, and make the throw! Wilson Kiefer! A spinaroonie! Spinorama, and the throw right on target to first. A 6-3 double play from the soon-to-be Greeley baseball player, Wilson Kiefer. A lot of double plays, both on the receiving and giving end for the Hardhats in this tournament. What a play there from Kiefer. The ball perfectly set up for a double play, but Charlie Langford, a fast guy, to get out at second. A good decision not to flip. So to repeat that, or to recap that inning, one hit, no runs, no earned runs, no hard hat errors, nobody left on. Hardhats on top for the first time going into their batting side. So Western Nebraska Community College going to be where Dalton Yasti goes to play. But they got their first hit. That's improvement for GoJo. Gonzalez is going to return for the second inning, having allowed 4 on 4 hits in the first inning.
Second. Coming back in, the catcher, number 21.
So Elder, he saw 6 pitches in his at-bat last time, but didn't actually matter, it seems. As Tate Crossway took off for second, was cut down, so he'll get a mulligan, get to start over here. He was... Bunt put down, it's a good one up the line, handled by the third baseman. The throw on the run, just got him. By a half step, they retire Josh Elder. The catcher did everything he could. That was just a very good throw from the third baseman for this GoJo team, Dalton Yasti, the soon-to-be Western Nebraska Community College player. And Carter Johnson will come up for the first time. He pitched in the game against Woodward, helped in a combined no-hitter, actually, along with Jaden Moreno, in the 12-0 win over Woodward to start out the tournament. That ball taken at the edge.
Nice play at third. For number 2.
Heck of a play there from Dalton Yasti. His second good throw of the inning. Ended up catching a worm burner up the third base line. Spun around and threw it. Tough break there for Johnson. And Roberts now up. He started off the game with a soft single into right. Came around to score. So he'll come up for the second time. First pitch ball outside. One-0. Swung on down the middle, and that'll get through. 2 hits now for Roberts, holding up his end of the bargain as a leadoff man. looking for his second run of the
Frederick
game.
Staples puts him on first base with 2 outs. Brings up
And it
the
brings up
shortstop,
Wilson
number
Kiefer.
15, Wilson
A
Kiefer.
very throw back to first to try to catch Roberts. Not in time. Ball outside. Makes it 2-0. And we gave it a shot. Swung on and fouled away by Kiefer. Sorry for impacting the Wi-Fi there. I was seeing if I could simultaneously on this connection upload the GoJo or the Victus game from last night, but apparently not enough bandwidth to do both at the same time. So swung on, fouled away. We do have the Woodward game up. Luckily, that one was extremely short, but the Victus game, the Instant Classic, that was only 25% uploaded. I'll have to keep working on that. But that Woodward game now public in full HD with no interruptions here on the channel you are currently watching. 2-2 to Kiefer. Swung on and fouled away. Good contact nonetheless. Not sure what the Wi-Fi is doing right now. It's being a little funky. Strike 3 called on the edge of the plate. Kiefer goes down. He's frustrated. I don't think he thought that was a strike, but not going to contest it. First K of the game for Gonzalez. And to recap that inning, one hit turns into no runs. There are no earned runs, no GoJo errors. One man is left on. And the Hardhats still lead 4-3 after 2.
Push 42 4. GoJo 3.
I'm just happy the Wi-Fi is working for this. Before the game, I did all I could to upload the 2 broadcasts. Ended up getting that Woodward game up. As I'm tearing down this one, I will let the Wi-Fi keep going on the computer as long as I can to try to keep working on that Victus game to get it all to you guys. I know a lot of you just watched it and thought it was fine, but I want to make sure that everybody gets a good quality broadcast, especially when the connection is the issue. I'm simultaneously recording this broadcast. Connor Weber, he took a real walk against Walters in the first, swung on and fouled away. A good shot about 200 feet, 250 feet down the line.
2 down. Brings up the first baseman, number 4, Jake Underline.
Why is the data doing this right now? Nothing is different, nothing is wrong. For God's sake. Alright. 2 outs now in the top of the third. Jake Underline now up. A 5-hole hitter. Inside, ball 1. Underlined a big RBI guy. What is the Wi-Fi doing? I'm not pulling in any additional directions right now. This just sucks. Alright. But we're still going. 3-0 count. 2 out in the top of the third. Fredrickson cooking with gas at the moment. 3-1 to Underlined. Fastball fought off. And we've got a full count. Jake Underlined awaiting the payoff pitch. Batted .328 in high school with a .494 OBP, so plenty of walks to his name. Payoff pitch for Frederickson. That's going to be a high hop over to Roberts. They say it bounced off of the man. So we're going to go back to the drawing board. Okay, maneuvering around the cord. Back. Wild pitch. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Something went wrong with our connection. In the meanwhile, we had 2 ground outs, hit by pitch and a single. Now 2 on, 2 out. Rowan Frederickson trying to get out of trouble with the lead. Curveball, chopped foul. Thank you all for bearing with this. One count. Frederickson. Curveball missing low. A good curveball though, plenty of break. It's a 2-1 count. Frederickson, fastball, hit off of the leg. They're not going to call it, and they hit Roberts. Out anyways. That would have been bad runner interference. So that'll end the inning. Roberts. So the Hardhats do not surrender any in the top of the third. This is the Hardhats' only day. Or the only game of the day. This 9 a.m. against the GoJo Baseball Club.
Runyon Sports Complex does appreciate all of our sponsors, our Grand Slam sponsors, Pueblo School District 60 Media Center, Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, T-Mobile, Three Corners Connector, Wagner Reynolds.
Thank you all for staying with us through the technical difficulties. I did some adjustment. We should be fine. It might be a little bit spotty, I guess. I thought the router would be more consistent. It was for the first half of the game, then went down for a minute. And it's back up, so we'll see how that works. But we are back. Leading off this inning, Harry Good. Ball in the dirt. It's a wild pitch, but with nobody on, it doesn't matter too much. Thank you all for coming back. I know it's a busy morning for a lot of people here. 10 o'clock. They will have no play. Leadoff single on the infield single even for Harry Good. Harry gets his first hit of the ball game.
Brings up the first baseman, number 27, Alex Dietrich.
Dietrich up now. He grounded out to the pitcher. His last time up on another softball. Harry Good threatening to take off. There's a bunt put down the first base line. Handled by the pitcher, and the sacrifice bunt successful from Alex Dietrich. Torvey, some aggressive tactics to get every run he can. And Dietrich holding up his end of the bargain. It brings up Hayden Hollick. He extended the first inning, scored a run thanks to a 2-out single. Swung on, hard to short. Handled the throw wide, but caught by Onderline. And that's the second out. 6-3 put out. Holly grounds out. It brings up Aaron Roach. He's been the best bat in the 0-1 count. Taking off. They've got him in a pickoff, and they tag out Harry Good. So Harry Good caught on the base paths. Caught stealing there. 1, 2, 5. So 1 hit turns into no runs, no earned runs, no errors. Nobody left on. Still a 4-3 ball game. This felt like it would be a high-scoring affair after the first inning.
In the
But
third,
no, it has not turned into
Pueblo
that.
22, no runs, a hit, no errors, no one left on. After 3 innings, our score remains Post 22 4, Greeley GoJo 3.
Hardhats offense keeping this GoJo team in the game right now. Rowan Fredrickson keeping them at bay for the moment, but you don't want to let them hang around for too long. Like I said, the Hardhats with a very legitimate chance to win this entire thing. The Lightning, the host, the Pueblo Azteca. So the Pueblo Azteca, a very interesting team indeed. They came out to our tournament last year. The Firecracker went 4-1 in pool play, or 3-1 in
The
pool
second
play. I
baseman,
think it was
number
3-1.
28, Robbie
Ended up
Carrasco.
winning the third place game. Almost beat the next level baseball team, who finished second. They're a very tough team. They don't return many of the guys from last year, though. There's a strike 1 on the outside of the plate. Fredrickson pitching to Robbie Carrasco. He struck out looking to Fredrickson in the first. This is the first time in the game Fredrickson will face. Struck Carrasco out looking in the first inning to end the inning. It's a 1-2 count now. Here to Carrasco. Nice day. Some sparse, thin clouds. Perhaps in the mesosphere, way up there. Make sure you wear your sunblock, though. Not a back of the fence. Keeper, an uncharacteristic error. His third one of the tourney. That was a pretty routine play. He simply airmailed to the wall. The first error of the game for the Hardhats. Keeper been making plays all over the diamond so
With
far in
runner
this
first,
game.
Dobbs brings to bat the left fielder, number 12, Anthony Solis.
Fredrickson gonna want a different ball. So nobody out, 1 man on, thanks to the error from Wilson Kiefer. Brings up Solis, the 9-hole hitter and left fielder. He grounded out to second his last time up. Fastball, smacked foul. First pitch strike. Fredrickson ahead in the count. Solis awaiting the 0-1. Curveball, a lot of movement, but it misses outside. Also too high to really fool the batter. So 1-1 count now. Fredrickson checks, delivers. Curveball in the dirt. Not going to get the batter swinging. It's a 2-1 count. Strike 2. Breaking ball on the outside of the plate. I believe that a changeup. So Solis, who grounded out his last time, facing a 2-2 count. Nobody out, 1 man on in the top of the fourth. The tying run on first base. Solis, wide stance, pounding the foot. Fredrickson kicks, delivers, grounded just foul. A soft one off the end of the bat. Solis, a one-handed swing there, using the left hand. Got some strength in those arms. 2-2 now. It's a movement on first from Carrasco. Check swing, Ball 3 taken. Full count for Fredrickson. Looking for his second strikeout of the game. And/or his first out. Hardhats with plenty of double plays so far in this tournament. Could add another. Fredrickson checks, delivers, payoff pitch. Outside ball 4. Solis will be granted admission to the base paths. And moving to second is Carrasco. So now the tying run in scoring position, the go-ahead run on first.
Brings to bat.
Brings up the leadoff man, Charlie Langford. He's reached base both of the times he's come up. Hit by pitch in the first by River Walters, came around to score, and then hit one of the 2 hits off of Rowan Fredrickson so far in this game, back in the second inning, but was doubled up on a great play from Wilson Kiefer. Still nobody out, 2 on. GoJo trailing by just a run, pulled back bunt, strike 1, delivered on the outside of the plate. GoJo wearing the Oregon Ducks colors. I guess they're also A's colors, but they feel more Ducksy than A's right now. Not sure what GoJo really stands for, but Fredrickson steps off the mound. I don't know what a balk is, but apparently that wasn't one. 0-1 count. Bunt shown. That's still a strike at the knees. Fredrickson, despite 2 chances, foils Charlie Langford's attempts to bunt and still finds a strike zone on both of them. Fredrickson, the 0-2 to Langford. Fastball outside, not going to get him to bite. Fredrickson's just a sophomore. Plenty of time to go for him. He'll probably be one of the stronger arms in the rotation come his senior year. Fredrickson checking at second. Delivers. Another fastball off the plate. So 2 straight balls to Langford. 2-2. Fredrickson checks on the runner. Curveball just off the plate. Good eye there from Langford. That one almost caught the zone and was running away from him. And now the count ran full. He walked the last batter. Langford a hit by pitch and a single. Stepping off the mound, Fredrickson going to take himself a second here before he pitches the payoff. Big pitch here in the course of this game in the top of the 4th. Throw to first, they got him! Pickoff successful! Rowan Fredrickson, his first pickoff of the season to my knowledge, in a big moment. Anthony Solis picked off. It's been a very long time since anybody has been picked off. Ever since Palmer Jacobs left, he was the king of pickoffs, had 6 last year. Man on second, still Carrasco, and still a full count. Fredrickson, deep breath. Gonna step off again. He's taking his sweet time before throwing this pitch. Step off the mound, throw to first, pick off, and then step off the mound again. It's probably been about 2.5 minutes since the last time that he pitched. Payoff. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Langford mad at himself. He slams his bat on the ground. Won't undo the strikeout. Rowan Fredrickson stymies Langford for the second K of the game. Up comes Yaste. Yaste so far a walk, a run, and a double play hit into. Good to see Greeley people finding out about the stream. Ace, first team All-State, committed to Western Nebraska Community College. Rowan Fredrickson throws him one in the dirt. Elder does a good job to keep it in front of him and prevent Carrasco from scampering over to third. It's 1-0. Fredrickson, fastball up and outside. He really loosened up the motion there compared to his normal. Some of the GoJo players mocking the form with a big windup and a throw over the top. Coming from the dugout. 2-0. Ball outside. And Fredrickson has not walked. He walked one. No, he hasn't. He hit somebody. He didn't walk him. So he has not walked any. Oh, no, he walked Solis. My bad. But now facing a 3-0 count. Fastball off the plate. No, called strike in the corner. That was maybe a little bit generous from the umpire. Three-one count. Fredrickson checking the runner. Delivers fastball. Fouled away, and he's back in this thing. From 3-0 to full. Fredrickson against Yaste here. A chance to do the same thing he did to Langford and get a K. No matter what, with 2 on and no out, he's done a great job quelling here. And if he can come out of the top of the fourth with the lead, the Hardhats offense should hopefully be able to muster something to support him further. Payoff. Hit hard. Handled. Roberts, the throw. On target, on line, on time. And Aiden Roberts finishes off the inning. Despite 2 getting on with nobody out, Rowan Fredrickson collects himself and finishes off a shutout top of the fourth. 3 consecutive shutout innings. He's allowed no runs in his relief appearance, doing a great job for the youngster.
In the top of the fourth, for GoJo, there no runs. There were no hits, there's 1 error, and 1 left off.
And so to repeat, no hits, no runs, no earned runs. There's an error on Wilson Kiefer that opened up the door at the start of the inning, and 1 man left on. Still a 4-3 score. The whole River Jug, the only runs on the board for GoJo. And now the Hardhats, who did a lot of heavy lifting in the first, scoring 4 runs off the starter Gonzalez, have had less luck the second time through the order.
No smoking complex.
So we've got Roach, Crosswade, and Elder on the due-up.
No animals except for certified service animals.
No animals today. I don't know. I don't think that applies to the osprey nesting in right.
If you see any trash, please place it in one of the receptacles.
I can see both of them, the whole couple.
Trash receptacles that are located throughout the complex.
They must have babies in there. It's a very good view, I'll say that. One of them's preening themselves.
We move to the bottom of the fourth. Coming to bat for the Hardhats.
One in the nest, putting something down in the nest. The other one just kind of sitting there. Very impressive nest they've built. But yeah, I agree with Holly. Good. That's an osprey. Don't know what they're doing here. Primarily seabirds. The mascot for the University of North Florida, who almost won the ASUN tournament to make it to their first NCAA tournament this year. Strike 1. They got close. They won the regular season in the ASUN, but ended up losing in a very chaotic night of ASUN basketball. Who was the representative this year? It wasn't Austin Peay. It wasn't Tennessee Tech. Was it Tennessee Tech? No, they got to the championship game. It was Morehead State. Right? No, that's Ohio Valley. Anyways. Oh, Stetson, that's right. Swung on, fouled away. It was Stetson's first appearance. I love college basketball. What a tournament the ASUN tournament was, though. There was a night in there where you had a great comeback, double overtime, then a walk-off, buzzer beater, three-pointer, and then a double OT classic that ended on a dramatic play that's grounded to third. Yates to first is high. Does he land back on the plate? He does. Roach ends up running into the foot of the first baseman, underlined, and hopefully he's all right. Underline didn't put his foot exactly where he wanted it because he had to land back on the plate or back on the bag as he jumped up to make the play. So good play. Underline seems to be all right. He will stay in the game. A good throw there. The star of the show here for GoJo today, I would argue, Dalton Yates. Despite two batting, just going 0 for 2 at the plate, he's been making some very impressive defensive plays. Crossway now up. Soft one down the first baseline and foul. Had an RBI single in the first inning. Was caught stealing second. Outside ball. That's a wild pitch, but with nobody on, it doesn't matter. Gonzalez had a shaky start to the game, but has really turned it around. One. Crossway, big swing. He gets under that one, but it's foul. Didn't quite time up the curveball. Hardhats need to dodge this bullet to get in contention on the final day of pool play tomorrow, with a chance to win this tournament. The Hardhats won just one of their 5 tournaments they went to last year, that being the Firecracker. Swung on and hit high into right. They're going to have to run back on it. It's going to the wall and off of the wall. What a shot. If that sign wasn't white, I wouldn't have thought that got out. That ball careening off of the right field wall would have been out at Fitzgerald. But this wall, at least 15 feet, maybe 16, 17 feet tall, kept it inside the park. But Crossway got all of that one. A 1-out double for Tate Crossway, his second hit of the day. He's 2 for 2. Big moment there. Up comes Josh Elder. This is his 3rd at-bat of the day, despite only coming up twice. Tate Crossway tried to take off for second on a 3-2 count and was caught stealing, so Elder had a mulligan. And he grounded out to third on a tough play in the first time up. So second inning. Popped up. That could be playable. Going after it to the netting, and he won't make the play. It falls into the dugout of GoJo. Center fielder pulling his hands out like, come on, man. You couldn't make that play. It was a very difficult one. He would have had to jump over and into the dugout, which I will note a serious drop-off into the dugout here in Pueblo, like about 8 feet from the stadium. That's hit high into center. Weber makes the play, and Crossway to hold up. Out number 2 recorded. Fly out for Elder. He gets it off the ground for the first time in the game, though. Brings up Carter Johnson. Johnson, all right, do his part in extending this lead here. Thank you all for tuning in to this game. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing you Hardhats TV presentation of the 44th annual Tony Andenucio Memorial Tournament. Hardhats have won 19 in a row, standing at 29-8. Looking for number 20. Aaron Roach said that 22 would be his goal, and that would mean we go perfect in pool play and play for the championship at this tournament, which for our first appearance here would be pretty awesome. To my understanding, this is the first appearance in Pueblo for us. They come out to us. We haven't come out to them yet until this year. Strike 1. Curveball in the zone, Gonzalez. Two 2-1 count now to Carter Johnson. The young speedster. The splits pulled out by the catcher. Very impressive. Brennan Taylor. Some very flexible hammies, it seems. 3-1 count. Swung on and tipped into the glove of Taylor. Now we've got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Carter Johnson, 2 outs, man on second. A single might be able to bring him in. He can get an infield single if he wants to. Very fast. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. And that'll be strike 3. So Gonzalez able to get out of trouble and close out the inning with his second strikeout of the game. 1 hit turns into no runs. There are no earned runs, no GoJo errors, 1 man left on. And somehow, despite starting out with a 7-run first inning, we have had 0 in the 3 innings since.
There was a hit. No errors.
So the pressure is still on Rowan Fredrickson, who has pitched the last 3 scoreless.
Those 22 Hardhats, 4. Greeley, GoJo,
Not getting a lot of
3.
relief. Hardhats only carrying a 1-run lead into the top of the 5th. This GoJo team needs business. And their pitcher, Cameron Gonzalez, had an odd start, but skipper Jim Jorgensen decided that he was going to stay in there, and it's paid off. Hardhats 5 more hits than the Gold. Shout out to my lovely mother. Did some great finagling to get me reunited with medication I had left on my trip. I ended up having to run from the Chick-fil-A we were having dinner at. Just got back in time to order before the tab was closed. Very cool. Got some good videos before the game. Close-ups with some of the players. Some good B-roll. Shout out to Jake Chow. He's doing a documentary at the moment on the baseball team. He decided he wants some more B-roll. He's the Grandview TV guy who took over after me at Grandview High School in Aurora, Colorado. Made sure to get that for him. He was helping us out with scouting reports. And Rowan Fredrickson out of the game. He pitches 3 1/3 with 1 hit allowed. Sorry, 2 hits allowed, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. No runs earned or allowed, and I believe just the 1 strikeout. No, 2 strikeouts. He's in position for the win right now. Dawson Inhofer coming in on the mound. He's a strikeout specialist and one of our most potent relief arms in this year's squad. So a bunch of youngsters pitching. I mean, River is a senior, I think, but was an expo for quite a portion last year. So a lot of new faces, at least. The due-up for GoJo here going to be the 3, 4, and 5. So some of the stronger bats in the order going to come up and face Dawson Inhofer. Inhofer's got nasty stuff, including a very potent rising fastball. He'll face Connor Weaver. Weaver walked on a full count against River Walters, scored on a wild pitch in the first. Was the last run to come across for GoJo in this game. 1-0. Fouled away. And it's now 1-1.
32, Connor Weber.
Grounded out to Kiefer his last time up. Inhofer dropping curveball just in the bottom of the zone. That's a pretty pitch. Love to see that one again. Curveball again. It's timed up into left. Going back on it is Johnson, and he will make the grab. So some good barrel, some good wood put on it by Weber, but Johnson able to track it down for the first out.
With one out, brings up the DH, number 18, Sawyer Morgan.
Fun fact about Sawyer Morgan, he was first team All-State, but not in baseball. That's cracked down the line into right. It's heading to the corner. Morgan gonna stand. It's picked up finally by Roach. The throw to the infield will get to Hollick, and that'll be a one-out double. A identical situation, a one-out double from Tate Crosswade in the last inning. Now we have a one-out double from Morgan, but I'm going to finish with Morgan. He was first team All-State in basketball at Highland High School. Averaged 15.5 points per game, 11.3 rebounds per game, and 4.1 assists. He was a do-it-all guy who might go to the next level in basketball, but also a three-sport guy, track and baseball as well. Jake Onderline now up. He was hit by a pitch by Rowan back in the third inning and struck out swinging to Walters. Grounded hard. Kiefer to first in time. 2 outs now. That's a big pitch. Another 6-3 put out. Kiefer has at least like 8 put outs in this game, it feels like. Between him and everybody's been hitting to him and Roberts.
Brings up the catcher, number 7, Brennan Taylor.
Brennan Taylor now up. Brennan got one of just 2 hits off of Rowan Fredrickson earlier and grounded out in the first inning with Walters on the mound. Popped up. That could be playable. Dietrich going after it in foul territory. He's running, and he will almost make a basket catch over the shoulder. Can't quite track it down in time, and the ball will fall harmlessly foul. And we will keep going.
Nice effort.
That was a good attempt there from Dietrich on a play he could have made.
3 Hardhats. Nice.
But 0-1 will continue going. Taylor gets another single here. He could tie up the game in the top of the 5th. Dawson Inhofer, no Ks so far, but that's usually his MO. Oh, 1. Ball in the dirt. Bouncer stopped by Elder. Elder and Inhofer, a battery combo on the Expos last year. 1-1 count. The man leading off on second. Swing and a miss on a dropping changeup. Pretty pitch there. And now 1-2 count. We'll see if he goes curve or fastball. The rising fastball, a very often high heat and pitch to miss. Taylor. Ready. Curveball in the dirt. He's able to resist the temptation. And it's now 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man on second, 2 outs. A lot of 2s going on here. Hardhats trying to keep a 1-run lead. Popped up and out of play.
Yes.
So we'll continue to see more pitches in this at-bat. Brennan Taylor expecting his 6th in just a moment. Dawson Inhofer got a whiff already once on his dropping changeup. 2-2. Checks on the runner. Curveball high. Ducking out of the way is Taylor. And now a full count. Got some parents supporting. Payoff pitch. A ball in the dirt, but he swings for it. Did he get a piece of it? I believe that's what they're saying, is they barely got a piece of that. Josh Elder took a bouncer. Didn't think it hit him there. And a little visit with the third base coach for Taylor. Thank you all for watching Hardhats TV. Tight game here. second one of the tourney for the Hardhats. Pitching has been their forte thus far, but they built themselves a hole on the back of River Walters and have been pitching out of it for a bit. Swung on, popped up, also out of play. Taylor moving around like he pulled something in his leg, trying to kick it around. Maybe on his jump out of the box he had some difficulty. So we're facing the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Inhofer, fastball low, and working the count to his favor, Brennan Taylor on the 9th pitch of the at-bat. No, 8th pitch of the at-bat will take a walk. It'll bring up the pinch runner. Preston Hofer. Not Inhofer, just Hofer. Perhaps not within the Hofer.
Right fielder John Bingley.
But John Bingley now up. He was hit by a pitch in the first and then grounded out in a weird play where Aiden Roberts was hit on the base paths to end the 3rd inning. First pitch, a strike. 0-1 count now here for Inhofer. Trying to get out of trouble. Tying run on second. Grounded softly to first. That'll stay fair. He'll touch the bag, and an easy out for Alex Dietrich. Inhofer, another shutout inning for the Hardhats. And they continue to stave off this GoJo offense. Only up by 1 run, however. Recap that inning. 1 hit leads to no runs, no earned runs, no Hardhat errors, 2 men left on. It is still 4-3. The Hardhats keeping Greeley in this game, though, which is not a good plan. That's how the Hardhats made their comeback yesterday against Victus. Jax Pfister, the Grandview Wolf, my alma mater, ended up pitching 7 innings, kept the Hardhats to just 2 hits, and didn't allow any runs through 6. Then Harry Good got a double. Roach reached base on a walk or a hit by pitch, I can't remember which. Stole 2 bases, and we got a fluky little check swing single into left that allowed the Hardhats to take the lead. Lee Negebauer, unbelievable performance on the mound, and we upset the Victus team 2-1 to win our 19th straight. Hardhats going for 20, as I mentioned. 22 was the goal, post 22 and whatnot. But that would also mean that we'd be 5-0 in pool play here at the Pueblo Azteca tournament, and would almost certainly mean that we would be playing for the championship of this 14-team tournament. Hardhats won none of their tournaments outside their stadium last year. They finished 3rd place in the veterans despite going undefeated due to run per innings pitch tiebreakers. Cheyenne Post 6-1. But the Hardhats went undefeated in the tournament. They won the Firecracker last year against the Next Level baseball team from North Carolina.
Hope you're all enjoying this well-played game by both of these teams. 2 quality teams, well-coached.
Shout out to Peyton helping me out here, one of the PAs / stat keepers / scoreboard operators here at the Pueblo Stadiums, the Runyon Sports Complex.
For post 22, third baseman number 10, Aiden Roberts.
Aiden Roberts going to come up. They haven't been able to stop him yet. A single in both the first and the second to lead off here. Ball gets away. It'll be a first pitch walk, or a first pitch ball. So a pair of singles, one down the middle into center field and one a shallow shot between first and second. Strike 1. Pinpoint accuracy on the upper right corner from Gonzalez. He's coming in for his 5th inning of work. He seems to have gotten stronger as the game progresses. Swung on and cracked into left. A hard line drive will be a single for Aiden Roberts, his 3rd of the game. He is 3 for 3. showing up when it matters most.
On first with no outs.
He also got a double in the
Wilson Kiefer
game against Victus, the only extra base hit until the 7th inning for the Hardhats in that game. He's been hitting very well, earning that leadoff spot. Kiefer now up. A hit by pitch and a strikeout. Good defensive plays. A strong grounder back to the mound. They're going to throw to first. The throw just gets him. Kiefer did everything he could to leg out that play, but Aiden Roberts successfully moved to second on the sacrifice bunt. First out recorded. Harry Good now up.
Second, 1 out.
He had a single his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He's got the power swing. Wood bat. Been to Greeley a few times, I bet. Swing and a miss. Greeley, apparently I had been to it once, had a Taco Bell built inside of a house. That was something. It was like a normal residential house that you go through the front door and there'd be like a counter, and it was something special. Very fun. Pickoff attempt, he won't throw. 0-1 now for Harry Good. He goes to school in Sterling, Colorado at Northeastern Junior College. Some of these kids go to school in Sterling, Colorado for high school and just live there. So perhaps they've been in the same cages or been to the same places as Harry. Swung on and hit into right. There's going to be a chance to make the play in foul territory, but it will drop. That ball curled a little further than I thought it would. 1-2 count. Harry with a man on second, trying to extend this lead. He's the guy to do it. He's been on and off so far since his comeback to the team. Really good Veterans Classic finish and Brookings series. Casper, he was more silent. And then in the series against Cheyenne, he was quite silent as well. But he should be on again if the pattern holds. Fastball low. Now a 2-2. Taylor really getting low on these pitches. Very impressive feat of flexibility. We have action in the bullpen for GoJo, for Gonzalez, who is in his 5th inning of work. Swung on, fouled away. The scoreboard says 2 outs, but that's not true. It's only 1 out. I've been keeping score. And Roberts capable of taking off, but the Hardhats have been caught twice stealing in this game thus far. One a pickoff as Harry Good took off, and then a throw out from the catcher. Swung on and driven into right. It's going to be right to the right fielder. Roberts heading for third. The throw a good one, but it doesn't matter. A line drive right into the glove of GoJo right fielder John Bingley. That ball had a chance to get over his head. Luckily, he was playing deep and close enough to center to make that play. That's not always how it will be. And so I guess sac fly moves Roberts to third. Dietrich looking for his first hit. He's grounded out to the pitcher both of his times up. However, one of them was an intentional, successful sacrifice bunt with Harry Good on first and no outs in the bottom of the third. Roberts on third, a wild pitch to bring him home. Gonzalez has handed out a few of those. Swung on, popped up into center. Weber thinks he has it underneath it, and he will make the grab. And that'll end the inning. So despite a leadoff hit from Aiden Roberts, a sacrifice bunt, and a flyout that moves him, Hardhats still unable to score on Gonzalez and GoJo. They haven't scored since the first inning, but luckily for the Hardhats, neither has GoJo. Glad they took the lead in the first, thanks to a 2-out rally, because perhaps they wouldn't have until now if they didn't make that 2-out rally.
No runs, 0 hit, no errors, and 1 left on.
Recap: 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, 1 man left on. Still 4-3. GoJo just hanging in there long enough. Hardhats need to watch out. Dawson Inhofer still the pitcher, I believe. Wait, is he? Or is that Ryan Negebauer? It's Ryan Negebauer. So Inhofer pitches just one. 1 inning pitch for him. No Ks. 1 hit allowed. 1 walk. No earned runs. The win is still in the hands of Rowan Fredrickson. But Ryan Negebauer coming in. Negebauer been the closer for the Hardhats this season. Coach Torby going to call on him for what would be seen as a 2-inning save if he is able to do it.
Now pitching number 13, Ryan Niederbauer.
No, Niederbauer. Good try, good try. So as my father, he's off in Scottsbluff, I believe,
Goodbye.
this week. Watching from far away. Watching the Hardhats going for 20 in a row. They're not getting the easy game that shouldn't have been expected, but given that this GoJo team was no hit by the one we beat last night, transitively you'd think it'd be kind of a easier game than GoJo, or than Victus, which could be the case, I don't know. They reset the scoreboard, that's going to be a doozy to fill back out. So the due-up, the 8-9-1 for GoJo in this inning against Ryan Negebauer. Negebauer brings the heat and a lethal changeup. Carrasco. Strike 1 delivered. He pops out of the way. He was crowding that plate. Negebauer throws him an inside strike. Gets him to back off a little. Carrasco grounded out and struck out. He reached base, though, on an error. Strike 2. No, never mind. That was not a strike, apparently. 1-1 count for Negebauer. That's a strike in the bottom right corner. Negebauer throwing some darts home right now. A lot of straight fastballs. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Negebauer gets the K on Carrasco. I believe that was 4 straight heaters.
Number 12, Anthony Solis.
Up comes Solis. Solis fought himself for a walk in the 4th inning off Fredrickson and grounded out in the 2nd against Fredrickson. Soft grounder, out of play, and 0-1. We do have still the warm-up going on in the bullpen for GoJo. They might relieve Gonzalez. It's possible. It's an 0-1 count. Fastball popped up into center. Harry has to come in on it, and he will make the play. That ball had just enough lift for Harry to do it, and they were playing in a little on the 9-hole hitter Solis. And that'll be 2 outs now in the top of the 6th. Ryan Negebauer making quick work at the bottom of the lineup. He will now have to face the leadoff man, Charlie Langford.
With 2 down, brings up the leadoff batter, the shortstop, number 15, Charlie Langford.
Langford, 1 for 2 on the day, struck out swinging to Fredrickson, also got a single off Fredrickson, and was hit by a pitch on the opening at bat. Langford taking ball outside 1. That was the changeup. Fastball. challenging the batter. He can't catch up to it. Foul off for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Negebauer got the punch out on Carrasco in the first at-bat of the inning. He's the closer, so a little overqualified for this 6th inning, but with only 1 run to spare, Hardhats need to take everything very seriously. It's a 2-1. 3-1, that fastball misses wide, just barely. 3-1 count now here to Langford. On deck is Yaste, one of the best players for this team. Swing and a miss, fastball on the high heat. Turns it up. Langford misses. Payoff pitch upcoming. Negebauer to Langford. Langford sets himself inside, right on the plate. Payoff pitch, fastball, fought off. Negebauer pitches out of his hard hat. That's something his older brother Lee did all the time last year. Has stopped doing this year. I don't know what changed. Maybe he's keeping his head more centered. I don't know. But now we've got the payoff pitch again. Back and forth at bat. Negebauer sets, delivers. Fastball, also fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat, upcoming in a moment. Negebauer keeps giving him heaters. Got a swing and a miss on the 2nd strike, but hasn't for the 3rd. Hit back up the middle, and that'll be a single. A 2-out single for Langford. Right back up the middle, under the toes of Ryan Negebauer. That ball cracked into center. And the inning's still alive. Langford was out on a double play in the 2nd, trying to get to 2nd. He still has some speed, though. And up comes Dalton Yaste. He's been great on defense. First team All-State, batted .480 in high school this year. With a whopping 37 RBIs in just 26 games. Ball up and outside. Yaste, however, pair of groundouts so far. Osprey has left the nest. Pickoff attempt, not going to get Langford. Ace, the only college commit thus far in this game, or on this GoJo team, popped up into shallow right. Roach chasing it and making the grab. So that'll end the inning. Despite the single, Ryan Negebauer keeps the GoJo off of the board. And that's 5 consecutive shutout innings from the hodgepodge of pitchers the Hardhats have thrown in between Fredrickson, Inhofer, and Negebauer. He will most certainly come in for the 7th inning to finish off the save.
No errors and 1 left on.
So 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, 1 left on. And it's been the same score since the bottom of the 1st, 4-3. Hardhats need separation. They've been getting hits, but it hasn't turned into anything. Gonzalez still on the mound, coming into his 6th inning of work. A good decision from Jim Jorgensen, the manager here for GoJo Baseball, to keep Gonzalez in after he surrendered 4 runs in the 1st. He has pitched 4 consecutive shutouts since then. His pitch count is at 77 pitches. He's been allowing some hits, 3 hits to be exact. But the defense supporting him thus far, no errors for GoJo.
On deck, number 23, Aaron Roach, and in the hole, number 29, Tate Crossway.
So the due-up here for the Hardhats. Hollick, Roach, and Crossway.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 20, Hayden Pollock.
Hollick going to lead off this inning. 1 for 2 on the day. A single on 2 outs in the 1st that kept the inning alive. Led to 3 consecutive hits and a run for him. which signifies the go-ahead run on the scoreboard for the Hardhats. Gonzalez's first pitch, a low fastball. Down in the dirt. Halleck, 1 for 2. Watches a beautiful curveball fall in the zone. If he could have timed that up, he could have given that a ride. A big up and down movement there from Gonzalez's curveball. 1-1. There it is again. He tries his chance, but doesn't come up with anything but air. 1-2 count for Hayden Halleck. He check swings. Is he out? They call him out. So they say he went around. The check swing unsuccessful. Strikeout Gonzalez, his 3rd of the game. And it brings up Roach. Roach has been coming through again and again for the Hardhats in this tournament. Had a RBI double in the bottom of the 1st. Hit by pitch, stole 2 bases, and scored the game-winning run in the 7th inning against Victus yesterday. 1-0. Swung on and hit high and left center. Coming in as Weber, and he will make the grab. So 2 down now in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brings up Tate Crossway. Crossway, one of 2 batters in this game to never be put down at the plate. Had a 1-out single in the 4th, and with 2 outs, gave the Hardhats a lead with an RBI single in the 1st. He is 2 for 2 in this one for the big lefty. His last hit, a double off of the wall in right. First pitch, swing and a miss on the curveball. Gonzalez getting more and more comfortable using that. A reliever in the bullpen for GoJo doing sit-ups. That's smacked up the middle. And it's knocked down by the shortstop. The throw! Oh my goodness! Shortstop Charlie Langford dives on a ball that should have gotten through, knocks it down, comes to his feet, and throws out Tate Crossway at first. What a play that was to end the 6th inning.
We move to the 7th inning.
So in that inning, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Gonzalez, 6 innings now, 5 of them spotless. Those 4 runs still holding over his head, however. And Ryan Negebauer coming out for the save again here in the 7th. Hardhats narrowly with the lead. The thing is, last year's Hardhats team, I really would have worried. I would have been like, oh, we kept him in this. They're going to make us pay. This year's Hardhats team have come through time and time again when they're needed to and win all the close, tight, heroic games, as opposed to last year's team that seemed to drop a lot of those tight ones. I'm feeling good. Ryan Negebauer, 3 saves on the year, only blown 2, I believe. I will double check that. Make sure I'm getting accurate stats to all of you.
We move to the top of the 7th.
Hardhats going for win number 20 in a row.
Connor Weber.
So yeah, Ryan Negebauer, 8 appearances, 2-1 record, 2 saves on 3 save opportunities. 1.2 ERA, 1.2 whip. He's been great. First batter pops one up into center. Harry coming after it. He's calling off the others. He'll make the grab, and 1 down in the top of the 7th. So Weber flies out to his home position of center field and brings up Sawyer Morgan. Morgan, RBI hit by pitch in the
Brings
first.
up the DH number 18, Sawyer Morgan.
Grounded out in the third, and then a double down the right field line before I could finish my sentence. In the last one, he swings through that. Check swing attempted on a very inside pitch from Negebauer. Chokes up the batter. 0-1. Fastball. High hop to second. Hollick handles the throw in time. And 2 down in the top of the 7th. Hardhats 1 out away from a 1-run victory that would get them to 20 wins in a row and 3-0 in the tournament.
Brings up the first baseman, number 4, Jake.
Looking for 20 in a row. Going once, going twice, and we'll see if it's sold. Jake Onderland going to be the last man in the way. 0 for 2 in the game, does have a hit by pitch. Golfs 1 foul on a dropping changeup. Pretty pitch there from Ryan Negebauer. He's looking to close out the game. Lee, his brother, with a fantastic game. 110 pitches yesterday in the win over Victus. 0-1. Dropping changeup, and it's fouled off again. So Onderland consistently behind these pitches from Negebauer, perhaps making late decisions. Negebauer 1 strike away from closing this one out for his 3rd save of the year. Hardhats' 20th win in a row and their 30th win on the season. We will see. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the high heat. Ryan Negebauer finishes it off with his 2nd strikeout of the game. The Hardhats, despite scoring none in the final 6 innings, neither do GoJo. Rowan Fredrickson earns the wins for his 3 1/3 that he put together between the 1st and 4th inning. The Hardhats are 3-0 on top of the standings here at the Pueblo Azteca 44th Annual Tony Andenucio Memorial Tournament. And they are now 30-8 on the season, 20 wins in a row. 2 more games tomorrow, an 11 and a 5, a split doubleheader against the Lightning Baseball Club from Parker in Game 1. And then our big matchup to see if we can make it to the championship against the Pueblo Azteca themselves at 5 o'clock on Saturday night. Thank you all for watching here on Hardhats TV. I'm Oliver Fell bringing it to you. A great win from a great pitching effort from pretty much all of the bullpen. We will see how it goes, but the Hardhats win 4-3 in 7 innings against the GoJo Baseball Club and improve to 30-8, 3-0 on the tournament. We'll see how it all plays out for the rest of it, but the Hardhats in position to win this tournament if they're able to win 2 tomorrow. 20 in a row.
Thank you everyone for being here.
No more games today, 2 more tomorrow, 11 and 5. I will see you then. Thank you for watching Hardhats TV. I'm Oliver Fell. Have a good rest of your day. 20 straight.